Hey everyone, in this tutorial you will learn quick and easy to follow techniques how you can create this kind of product design. And if you want to dive even deeper into surface modeling, I have a huge, amazing surface modeling course on Plasticity. It's by far the best on the internet, and you will learn everything about surface modeling, how to create that absolutely beautiful, amazing helmet design, and also you will learn the whole theoretical stuff behind surface modeling, what is tangency, curvature. You will get amazing exercises and huge amount of bonuses. So if you are interested in surface modeling, definitely check out first link in the description. Let's dive right into our surface modeling tutorial. Alright, perfect. So let's start here in the front view and then do this little cool detail. So this is why I'm doing here this tutorial, how we can make a smooth transition. So we have like this little bending. First of all, it's just a triangle. This is the main form. So let's create one half of a triangle, Alt X, and just bring it over, select both two curves and delete just one of those points. And I guess we can select both of those points at the bottom. Let's Shift D, duplicate here this triangle, because now we can select one of this and press SS and so make it a little bit bigger. And also scale that just a little bit on the Z-axis, because now we can bring it here on this, because here at the bottom it's on the same plane. So press G so you can move it, but press V to attach the pivot here to the bottom, and just with Control click bring it here, right? So if you take this now here in the back and bring this one a little bit to the back, you see this one is a little bit bigger, but here at the bottom it's much higher than this piece here, but it starts on the same plane, so those two edges are planar, so this is what we want. So press 1 again, and again give them a nice little bevel here, and here the same for those. And I think that looks cool, because now let's hide the grid here. We can loft those. And yeah, you can adjust it a little bit to get the exact form, maybe make in the background a little bit bigger, but yeah, I just want to show you the technique. So let's hide those curves. And here now we can close it. So just Alt click, select this whole loop and patch holes. This way you will close it. Right click. But now how we can create here this thing which goes inside. So I will show you something very interesting. So if we take here back our curve, so this one here, and just bring it to the front a little bit so you see it better. Let's offset it a little bit to the inside. So press O and just bring it somewhere here. This is fine. And hide this outer curve, because now we can use this to imprint. I have it on Shift 1, search for F and imprint, but I have it on Shift 1. If you want all of the shortcuts of Plasticity and my super optimized for surface modeling, I have a PDF where you have all of the shortcuts and some other stuff about surface modeling. First link in the description. So Shift 1 or imprint onto this surface, and we can hide that now. And what we want to do is we just want one little piece here from the top. So just this little piece here, and bring this a little bit inwards and then reconnect it with this whole main surface. Okay, what I'm talking here. So select with face mode this face, Control R and press Tab to create here the isoparam command and to create here one extra edge. And we really just need this little piece here. So Alt J to unjoin. So J is join, Alt J is unjoin. And this little piece we will bring a little bit inwards, right? So somewhere here, so because you see we have some distance. And now let's get rid of this curve here. So you can just select in object mode this whole object and Control D or delete redundant topology. And let's add one more curve here. So select that face, Control R, add one line here, or no, maybe it even starts earlier. So somewhere here. Yeah, you see, so here this thing starts to go inwards. because now we can delete this whole face, Shift X, and you see we are getting close. And I also want to make this piece even shorter. You will see why. So something like literally like that. So before we go here to this point, so we can make it even shorter. Because also press tab, object mode, and Alt Z. Let's rotate this a little bit, because you see it's inside a little bit rotated. So just rotate this a tiny bit and perfect. So now maybe that doesn't make sense at all, but now we will reconnect it and rebuild it. So you see we can loft those edges here, but we are getting a very weird shape. So for this example, we want to create here some guiding curves that we will push then the surface in. So we can select those two edges and search for bridge edge. I have it on Shift B. It's like the most used command in surface modeling. So I will just press Shift B because it's 1,000,000 times faster. Okay, before we do that, just select the piece. Let's make it a little bit bigger. So just SS. So again, select those two edges, Shift B, and tap. So G1 will be fine. And you see they are smoothly connected. So you will see in a second why we are doing this. So let's do this the same here. Shift B, make it G1. And if you don't know what G0, G1, G2, continuity and all that kind of stuff is, for that I have exactly created this PDF. It's explained everything, what is tangency, curvature. You have some examples for what the surface modeling used. So super helpful. First link in the description. And if we press OK, now we can do the same, select those two edges here and loft them, and this time Shift, we can add those curves here and just press here, so it's G2, and if you press right click, you see you have, and if you delete those curves, that looks really good. So yeah, definitely we can adjust it and make it a little bit even straight and adjust the angle, but for this tutorial it's fine. So what we have to do now is select everything, all surfaces, and press J to join them. And now in edge mode, Alt click, so we just select here this whole loop and we can patch it. Voila guys, with G0, and you press OK. And you see, so it's not quite exactly the right, but here we see we have, yeah, this thing going inside, and you see we have a perfect smooth transition. So we could maybe even add here some simple fillets. So this one works great, and then we can give it here. So yes, it's definitely not perfect, but yeah, for this beginner tutorial, that's fine. Perfect. So then you can start here also to again create some triangles or just offset that and here extrude. So, but yeah, this is like super little detailed. I will not show it to you. But I want to show it to you also here this back piece, which is very interesting. So again, first of all, because we see we have here at the back a little bit of a thickness. So let's create this one first. Alt click this edge here and patch holes. Because if we bring back our curve from the beginning, this one, we can go to the back view and again press O and just bring this a little bit inside, press OK and hide this outer curve, and again take this curve and Shift 1 or search for Imprint onto this, and also click here hide occlusion, because then you see you also get it here on the side but you don't want it, so hide occlusion. So you're just here on the first surface, so press OK, hide this curve and delete. And what we want to do now is Alt click this middle edge here and Shift D to duplicate so we have it separate. And in the back view, we can just scale that with SS or offset that as you want. But yeah, just for the tutorial, just bring it here a little bit and bring it a little bit inside, right? So as this one here. So yeah, somewhere like that will be fine. And now delete this surface with Shift X. So again, we have to close this gap, Alt click those edge and Shift click this edge and loft them and press tab, so it's G0, because otherwise it will not work. We don't want continuity, we want a sharp edge. And you see it's not quite super smooth and all that stuff, but for now it's fine. you can delete it, press Alt, click this edge and patch holes. So we have this whole body here. And now press object mode and select those two faces, press J to join them. And now you see we have this cube, so it's a solid. And what we can do now is we can select those edges here and give them some nice little fillets. You can play around, give it a hole, extrude it and all that kind of stuff. But if we check here, our little practice here, oh, also we forgot just to break it here into two pieces and give it here also a little chamfer. So go to the side view, create the line, Shift A to create that kind of curve here or line, and just C to cut this whole body here. And then it looks like that, right click. And now just zoom in a little bit and press Alt Z so you can see through, and just select those two curves, search for this gizmo here and just give it a nice little chamfer, right click, delete this curve, and if we check it here, you have this little piece, and then you can add other details and play a little bit around. So if you want to learn more about surface modeling, check out this PDF, first link in the description. You have the absolute essentials. Check out my other tutorials and see you in the next one. Have a nice day. Bye.